Good morning, this is Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. This is the card we'll be doing today. It's using the Pressed Petals DSP again. I have this card, and then I also made this card. So we'll start on this one. If we have time, we'll do the other one. Otherwise, it'll be in a separate video. So we'll set that up there in the corner. I have everything cut out, ready to go. My card base is thick, very vanilla. 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And I have a piece of Mossy Meadow, and I've already die cut everything. Let me show you what products we're using today. I'm going to use the Beautiful Bouquet, the sentiments from in here. There's a happy anniversary, and then wishing you a day of love and happy memories on the inside, like this. And then we're using the Path of Petals. I'm going to use these flowers right here, and I'll show you how I use my Stamparatus to stamp those on the inside of the card. And then for these pieces, I'm using the rectangle stitch framelits dies in the second, or the third and fourth from the largest. So this one I used the fourth from the largest and cut it out of the center, and this was the second to the largest. And this piece of Mossy Meadow is 5 1/4 by 4. So the first thing we're going to do is, since I already did that, we're going to take these two pieces and adhere them together. This DSP is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So just put a little bit of glue around the edge of that. And attach it to our little frame. Just like so. And then once you've done that, then you can go ahead and attach it to your card front. So there's a small little line of glue around here. And attach it to the front. Like so. Okay. We'll set that aside, and we're going to attach this piece that we cut out of the centers. We're going to attach those together. I've been trying to think up ways to use this beautiful paper. Right now, you can get it for free if you buy 3 packages of paper DSP from the annual catalog. There are several on sale in there. And then you can get this package for free. Okay, once I've done that, then I'm going to take my piece of Rococo Rose ribbon, and I'm going to attach it down the center. And I'm just going to use Scotch tape. Tape that down the center. This is about 6 inches long. I wanted ribbon, but I have a hard time tying a bow with this ribbon, so no bow. I can tie one, but it's hard. Okay, once you do that, then I took a glue dot. I'm still using my paper pumpkin glue dots. I always have a lot left over. I'm going to put one right in the center of this piece of ribbon, just to keep it from sliding around. Okay. Then we're going to put glue dots, Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Looks like I need to cut some of these. Make sure you use your edges. Don't want to waste anything. So we'll put one right there, one right there, and then I want some in the center. I don't want it to sag. So we'll put one right there and one right there. Okay. And then what I did was I sort of paid attention to my pattern on my paper to make sure that it matches up. Otherwise it'll look like something you sewed that you didn't match the pattern up. It was pattern fabric and you didn't match it up and it was all off. Didn't look good. So let's see if we can get this right. I think it goes like this. Yes. So you just want to set that right in the center of your front panel. And then I took a piece of Mary Merlot, just a small scrap, and I'm using the layering ovals framelets, and I used the two smallest ones. I used the smallest of the scallop and the smallest of the plain oval. And I stamped Happy Anniversary with Mary Merlot ink. And we're just going to glue these two together. Like so. And get that centered straight. Let it dry for a minute. And then we'll take some more of these glue dots, or Stampin' Dimensionals. You don't need very much. I only want them on the outside edges because it's going to straddle that ribbon. You don't really need one in the center. This is small enough. And then you just need to decide, do you want it down here? Do you want it up here? I'm going to put it down towards the bottom. Just like so. And then I took some of these Petal Pink Rhinestone Gems. And you can see I put them here. Well, on this one, I think, I don't know where to put them on this one. I think I'll put them up here in this corner up here this time. And here. No, let's put them right here. I think they'll look good here. So I just tried to line them up as best as I could. It's kind of glue dots coming off of that. Stick it back on. Okay. Just like so. Okay. Yes, that looks good. Okay, then I took this. Actually, that needs to be scooted over, I think. I can get it off. There. That's better. Wasn't quite straight, but that looks better now. And for the inside, I took a piece of Very Vanilla, and it's 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and then I took the Path of Petals, and the first thing I stamped with I put this on my Stamparatus and stamped this, and it's in Pear Pizzazz. Then I put the flowers on there. and stamped that with Rococo Rose, and then these little, I don't know what they are, foliage, stamped that with Daffodil Delight on third. And then I stamped this with Mary Merlot. So, put this on here. I haven't decided what to stamp on the envelope yet, so I haven't done the envelope. I usually stamp something on there. And put that in the center. And that's your card. Actually quite simple. So let's see, I think we've got time to do this other card. It's like this. I have everything cut out. And for this one, I used the same paper, just a different pattern. And I used, for this part right here, find it. Oh, I used this from the Delicate Lace Edgelets. So I used this one right here to cut that. And the Happy Birthday came from this same beautiful bouquet right here. And then I used these stitched nested labels. And I used the smallest one right here. They stick pretty good. And then the next one. This is the smallest. This is next to the smallest, and then the next one after that. To punch or die cut those. I stamped it first on a piece of scrap, very vanilla. So I used that. And then for the papers, this is Night of Navy, Daffodil Delight. Let me tell you the colors here. I mean the sizes. The Night of Navy is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I just trimmed this to fit to, you know, where I wanted it, so with a little bit at the top like that. The Daffodil Delight is 5 3/8 by 2 7/8. The DSP is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. The Very Vanilla for the inside is 4 7/8 by 3. And I stamped this. I used this Love What You Do. Stamped this with Night of Navy. And then I used this image to stamp the yellow on there. And then I took the tidings all around and used the leaf image here. So, and this is Crumb Cake, 7.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. So we can go ahead and do that one. Is everything ready? So this, what we're going to do is just start layering. So I glued this piece of Daffodil Delight to the front of this Night of Navy, so that there's a small border around the 3 sides that's the same. And then I took my piece of DSP and glued it to the front of this. I thought about using ribbon on here, but I couldn't think of which ribbon would look good, so I opted not to use any ribbon. And then I glued this piece to the front of my crumb cake. Now, I left a small border across the top, and I lined it up in the back like so, because you don't want it to hang over the edge here. And I glued these two pieces together, and we're going to attach this with dimensionals. Straight there. Oops, moved. Okay, we're going to let that dry for a minute and go ahead and attach this to the inside. I'm trying to think up some unique cards to make with this DSP because it's really pretty. And I kind of centered this on 3 sides, or tried to get it to where I didn't want this very vanilla showing when the card was shut. So that's the way I did that. Okay, let's put the lid on this so it doesn't dry up. And then I took some rhinestones. Oops, let's do this first, since it's probably pretty dry. Why, there's gold on there. That's kind of funny. Okay. So, hope everybody's having a good week. It was actually dry yesterday. Well, hopefully it'll be dry again today. We've been having a lot of rain. Oregon coast gets lots of rain. So I set this up in the corner here, just like so. And then I put my rhinestones on. I put one on the tag, right there. And then just kind of put some kind of amongst the green foliage on here. Let's see, let's put one right there. Okay, and that card's done. So these are the cards made today. If you're interested in ordering any of these products, you can go to my website, elainescustomcards.net, or you can email me at elainescustomcards@gmail.com. You can ask me any questions. If you want to sign up as a demonstrator, sign up for Paper Pumpkin. Whatever you're interested in, $50 purchase from me, I'll send you a catalog. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and give me a thumbs up if you like these cards, and more to follow. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun crafting.